Security at Black Newcastle City on a picture-perfect day. Welcome Gary Birkinshaw for what should be a fantastic game of football.
Beautiful, mate. We're about to get underway here. Second semi-final, grand final berth for the winner. Up they go. Harper gets the first tap down. No one gets a clear break coming from that. Going in there. Quickly there is Avis. He gets a hurry kick out there. Mitch Knight off the ground, out towards the centre wing. He's got leading in the race to the ball. O'Brien tackling, chasing hardly.
Great
gets a handball back to Webster. Webster on the right boot. Goes in half forward line. Tom heads down there. Getting back is Wilmot. Leading out so also is Betson, who's up. Bailey's up against him after doing a great job. Quickly handball comes out to Billings. A bit slippery there from all the rain we've had during the week. Full credit, however, goes to the Newcastle City ground
Yeah,
staff. They've
fantastic.
got the ground in beautiful nick. Out it comes out the wide. Looking for Healy. Healy up against Pete Van Dam. Can't take the mark. Pete Van Dam recovers the best. Gets it on the right boot. Kicks it in long. Leading is Betson. Can he get there? Betson, no. Out of bounds on the form.
Yeah, quick one, Gary. Field umpires today, Jake Bateman, Josh Duffy Sykes and Stephen Bloom. Boundaries, Nick Hickson, Cameron Bloom and Jacob Johnson. And goal umpires, John Sullivan and Michael Livingstone.
Yeah, congratulations to those umpires. They've been good all year and they've got an important job here today.
Didn't get much time for a preview, but Gaz, but what do you reckon today, mate? One game apiece, these guys?
Yeah, 2 games to 1, actually, Terrigal Avoca.
Of course, my mistake.
And I think Terrigal Avoca might get the points today. There's Dawes. He goes in there, throws the ball out, gets another tap, goes to Wilmot, immediately tackled by Kirkman. Goes back there. Dawes picks it up again. Head and shoulders above everyone in that pack. Pete Van Dam goes in right in front of us here.
Right
in front of the broadcast there. And Will Delahunty looks a bit proppy there. Getting up. Had trouble with his ankle. Looks a bit steady getting up.
I actually don't mind City's chances today, mate. They did have the last win, of course, the last time these teams met, but they're going to have to play at their best.
Good knock there by Dawes. Gets there. Knight running onto it. Runs in over to Bishop. Straight up the interchange bench. Misses him there with a hip and shoulder. Picked up there now. Coming by Enright. Handball the back. Wilmot goes straight past the ball. Straight through O'Brien. And it's out of bounds.
Geez, both teams are willing early, Gaz. They're going in hard, as they should.
Grand final spot on the line. Earlier game. The second division, second semi-final went the way of Newcastle City. 12-6-78. Terrigal Avoca, 11-4-70. Dawes gets a knockout over the back. Running onto his Enright. Tackle by Richardson. Really good tackle by Richardson. Going to be holding the ball. Free kick to Alistair Richardson. I noticed there that Matt Bailey's on Betson. Did a good job on him. So Betson, a key player up forward for Terrigal Avoca. Also Tom Head there, who didn't play the last time they played. Up they go. Who's the fly there? Bailey gets a tap down. Jay Lewis is back from a hamstring injury. He's back in the side. Coming back there now. Lewis picks it up. Goes one way. Goes the other. Corralled there by Knight. Gets a handball back to Harper. He gets a throw out to Bishop. Bishop on the left foot. Goes into Billings. Up against McMahon. Good pressure by Pat McMahon. He gets his head over the ball. Quick handball comes out. Too slick for Pete Van Dam. Billings gets a kick that's smothered. Goes into that vacant space. Avis against Webster. That'll be a good battle all day. These two played each other in the last game also.
How crucial is his first goal, guys? Look at him. They won't give it an inch, these teams.
Certainly can. Gillingham there up against Jace Van Dam. He goes long. Could be an unlikely first scorer. No, out of bounds on the full.
No, look, you watch both of these teams are into it. Look, right in the middle of the park now, just at the 50 line, you've got Anthony Stewart. Who else would you have from the city? Just making sure that his presence felt. And
we also mentioned, Ivan, that Terrigal Avoca would be kicking with the aid of a slight breeze in the first quarter, kicking to the left of screen in the white shorts, red, white and black. Newcastle City in there in navy. As Kirkman kicks into half forward, leading. Can he take a mark? Play on's a call. Doesn't quite take it there is Goulet. He gets up with the ball though. Immediately tackled by 3 Newcastle City defenders. And umpires going to call for a bounce there. Umpire Stephen Bloom.
Yeah, John O'Goulet had an outstanding game last week for Terrigal against Killarney Vale, and no doubt Chris Bishop wanted him to do the same again today.
Cowan gets it out. Good quick hands to Pat McMahon on the left boot. Looking out there for Enright. The wind swirling around there. Enright takes in front of Richardson. Swings onto his favoured left boot. A spearing pass in there. Looking there. Great mark taken there by Gillingham. Pat Gillingham.
Haven't actually got into their forward 50. This is the first time for City today.
Up they go. They're looking for Haswell. Keeps his feet. Good work there. Tackled immediately there by Terrigal defenders. They're going to have a ball up. Newcastle City's end of the ground.
Yeah, good effort there from City. They need to now make sure they convert this forward foray. They're not going to get too many chances today to miss too many goals. So they're going to push it right in long there through Mitch Knight.
It's like gets in there looking for Keith. Good ball there. Comes out the back now to Webster. On the right boot. Out in open space. A foot races on. Healy's going to have space. He's going to line up. Now goes in short. Looking for Courtney Knight. Misses the target there. Bad miss there. Richardson picks up immediately. Tackle back to Webster. Quick hands off there now to Van Dam. Out it comes down there to O'Brien. Kick smothered though. Everett's still going to fall the way. I think it might have been out there. Might have been a Flint. Coming back there. Picked up by Webster again. Coming back. Beautiful handball. Back in there. now to Hart. And away goes O'Brien. Spearing pass in there looking for Goulet. Goulet there up against Lonnan. Spoils the ball there. Well done by Wheeler. Back it comes to Baker. And Newcastle City have been able to repel so far their defensive line. Jace Van Dam's doing the same. He's up there, pretends punching the ball. More likely there. I think he was giving... I think it made Michael Healy a couple of little rabbit punches in there, Ivan.
Yeah, a few in there, and it's tough early. 4.5 minutes in, Gaz, and neither team have scored a point. This is true finals football right now.
It certainly is. It goes in there now looking there for Wheeler, comes in up against James Polglaze. The free kick's going to go the way of Baker. So Ian Baker on the centre wing. 50 metres over the mark.
Oh,
50-metre penalty.
That's just criminal. That's just criminal. As we said, we're nearly at the 5th minute mark already, and no team has even scored a point, but a 50-metre penalty is going to push them right deep into their attacking forward line, City, and no doubt Ian Baker will have every chance to convert this. Are they true 50s here, Gaz?
No, mate, no, probably about 38s.
38s?
Yeah, yep. But no, probably a bit more than that, probably 43s.
43s,
yeah.
Righto, we're at 43s.
Anyway, Baker doesn't get an opportunity to kick many
Is that
goals.
your waistline or is that your pants size or that's the 50
a bit
arc?
skinnier than that today. Baker, left boot, comes in. He looks pretty good off the boot.
City are off.
Unlikely first goal scorer there. You would have got good odds on
that
one.
Good odds on Ian Baker, but he's done his team proud by getting the first of the day, and they are off and running, City. And geez, the boys loved it. They come in from all corners of the ground to celebrate with him on the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup scoreboard. 1 goal straight to Newcastle City.
Yeah, look, good work there by Baker. It's quite funny. We're talking about he doesn't get to kick many goals. It's one of his most embarrassing moments he's put down there. I think they played Gosford one day here and they kicked about 50 goals, and he was the only player for Newcastle City who didn't kick a goal that day.
Is that right? Well, he's going to tell them about today, not that day, I can assure you.
Yeah. So good work there by Ian Baker. First goal on the board after we had about 6.5 minutes of play.
Yeah, it took a while to get on the scoreboard, but... they'll go again, Terrigal, no doubt about it. Terrigal Avoca on the attack already.
Bishop now. Skipper just knocked out of his hands. Opportune time by Healy. Going back there is Borton. He can't get a boot on the ball. Payne picks it up. Tackled there by Pete Van Dam. Towan goes running through. Tackled there by Polglaze, also by Lewis. The special comments there from Phil Lewis.
Yeah, he's into it, Phil.
Yeah,
he loves the finals football, Phil.
You'll get a couple of those during the day. He just loves the... Puts a bit of colour to the broadcast.
We're in a different spot today from number one. We're in the actual timekeeper's box, which is a bit different from us. Normally mixing it with the crowd in the grandstand, but happy to be up here in the caller's box and Phil's special comments.
No room in the grandstand for us today, Ivan. It's a full house, big crowd.
Very good to see.
Second semi-finalist. Payne for Newcastle City, spearing pass, looking for Knight up against Hart. Knight takes it, gets a handball back to Keast. His tackle gets a handball back, but only as far as Kirkman for Terrigal Avoca. He goes on there, left foot kick. Tom Head overruns the ball, picking up. There is Webster, tackled immediately by Avis. Two good players there, two good bits of play. Putting his head over the ball there was Kirkman. Unlucky not to get a free kick. So
a bit high there. They're going in hard, aren't they? Really, really good tackling. Just fortunately, just went a little bit high on that one, but the umpire was right in the right spot.
James Polglaze for Terrigal Avoca on the half-back flank. Covers a lot of ground, Polglaze. There's a spearing kick in there. Looking over the back there for Betson. Also there is Pete Van Dam up against Healy. They'll be going head-to-head all day. Going to have another ball up there.
Good conditions too, Gaz. The ground looks good, as you said. Hopefully the rain will stay away. Got a big double header. We've got another final straight after it. But if it holds up like this, it's fantastic conditions for football.
It certainly is. As Borton goes up there against Dawes, Borton's going to get a free kick for the ruck infringement. No, it doesn't. It goes there now. Pete Van Dam gets it in there. Looking, Billings is in there, but too strong over the back. Too tall. Paddy McMahon. Great grab by the youngster. On the left boot. Goes through the centre of the ground. Pressure on here for Smith. Up against Wilmot. Both go to ground. Wilmot recovers the quicker. Go around, get a handball. Coming out there now to Reedy. Reedy's going to give it back to him, then lay the Shepherd. Wilmot under pressure over. Spearing in there. Looking there for Gillingham. Bounces poorly for Gurman. Gillingham takes a high tackle. He's going to get a free kick. But play on quickly as they do. Payne kicks it out now to Wilmot. Wilmot on the centre wing. They're going to attack. Little pass in there looking for Reedy under pressure. Good work. Good courage shown by all. There's a kick now coming out there in the direction of Bishop, and Bishop takes a mark. Coach for Terrigal Avoca missed last year's final series with a knee injury. Will be keen to get some form in this year and get more playing time. As Borton takes a mark, handballs it off to Lewis. Lewis on the left boot, not the best kick. Ball bounce in no one's land. No one's making a real effort to get to it, but Bailey gets it. Right boot out towards the boundary line. Comes back to Lewis again. Goulet's also there. Lewis goes one way. Tackled by
lovely.
Avis. Misses Avis. Gets a poor handball back to Goulet. Goulet has a shot on goal and just misses to the left.
It to the left. Really important setup today for Terrigal Avoca. Mitch Betson kicked 38 for the regular season. Tom Head kicked 33. So combined, they've kicked 71 goals, where on the other side of the spectrum, Courtney Knight led all scorers with 76 goals. when you've got one figurehead like that, City need to make sure they make the most of it, but so do Terrigal Avoca. When they've got two spearheads, they both need to be firing.
Good kick out there by Lang. Finds Pat McMahon, who started very well. Kicks it out wide. Not the best kick there. Good work by Ben Lamb. He gets a hand to it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Just the Terrigal Avoca side of the centre wing. Newcastle City currently leading 1 straight 6 to 1 point. We played 10 minutes in the first quarter.
Wouldn't be too many games this year. Terrigal Avoca have gone 10 minutes with only kicking a point, Gaz.
No, well, they went...
Unfamiliar ground for them.
It is, but just the pressure on it. Don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. Comes over the back there, McMahon. Once again gets it. He handballs it over the top there now to Baker, the goal kicker, the unlikely goal kicker for Newcastle City. On the left foot, he wouldn't have kicked the goal with that kick, but he wasn't near the goals. Keach was able to pick it up and get a handball to Gillingham. Gillingham a high tackle, and he's going to take the free kick on the half or on the centre wing. Sorry, kicks the right boot now, looking in the direction there of his skipper and Knight. In front's Richardson. Can't take the mark, however. Falls over the back there now. Newcastle City tackled there. We need a window cleaner here, Ivan.
Well, there's a few cobwebs up here, the number 1 sports ground, but that's just adds to the beautiful historic age of the building that we're currently in. Historic
building we're in. I didn't know Spiderwebs are part of the heritage package, but
they are, mate. They've been there since 1865, those spiders. There's a whole generation of them.
I'll tell you what, he's big too.
He's a big spider.
Anyway, we're going to have a boundary throw in. Far side of the ground.
They're looking good, though, City, at the moment. They're really holding some pressure really well, and I don't mind the way they're shaping up at the moment, but can they do it for 4 quarters? That's the key.
Well, that was their key last time. The pressure they were able to apply to Terrigal Avoca, both when they had the ball and when they didn't have the ball. That was what they were able to do. And if they can do that today, forcing Terrigal Avoca into some unfamiliar errors and uncharacteristic errors, if they can do that again today, it'll go a long way to them winning.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they've shown that they can do it, so that's no doubt what Courtney Ott would have been telling his troops to say, we've done it, boys, we've done it before, we can do it again.
Keeping in mind also that Newcastle City are the reigning premiers. So let's not forget that, Ivan.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Payne goes back in there now. Centre half foot, going and diving at the ball's town. Gets a quick handball out the back to Kirkman. He ducks the tackle. Good call by the umpire, not paying high. Gets a kick in there. Head up against Lang. Battle of strength there. No one gets a clear over the back. It comes to Healy. He'll want to go onto his right, but gets the handball back to Baker. He'll want to get onto his left, but he kicks it in there now. Going to ground with both players there as Knight picks up. That's Mitch Knight. Handball the back there towards the line. And back it comes there now. Picked up by Healy on the left boot. Their tackling is ferocious on both sides. Kick through there. Enright's got the run of it. Payne's in there with him. Tries to put the tackle, but can't quite get there. Good play by Enright. Into Reedy. He's got some space on the right boot. Chip pass into Gillingham. Just falls short. Gillingham tackled now by his opponent. He's holding the ball up, looking for support.
Yes.
He's going to get him for a throw.
He tried really hard, Paddy. He just couldn't get it out, could he? His hands couldn't get free.
It's hard. Chips in there now to Borton. The big fella, he can't take the mark under pressure. Gets a handball, a poor handball at that. However, he's going to go back on it. Where does he go this time? The big fella gets a handball over to Kirkman, to Lambdew. They didn't do that very well. Terrigal Avoca. Sheer numbers there by Newcastle City.
There, though, it's unfamiliar / uncharacteristic errors that you were talking about before. That was pretty poor play by Terrigal Avoca.
Yeah, they had the kick there from James Hart. He missed Sam Borton in the middle to start with. And the big fella, he was chasing time from there on. As Dawes picks it up, tackled by Kirkman, out of bounds, half-foot flank.
Of course, our good friends at Bar TV got a camera right on the action today, Gaz. You feel like you're part of it.
I am part of it.
We're all part of it.
Yep.
Fantastic work by Bar TV.
Bar TV. They are the best in the business. Back it comes there now to Goulet on the right boot into a dangerous area. Head's going to run out. He leaps for it. So's Betson. Down his Lamb. He gets on the left boot.
Wow.
He snaps it around. That's
oh!
Tell you what, it's the unusual goal kickers today, Ivan. Ben Lamb. Great goal.
Bit of a kung fu fighting style there. He really sort of swung around and put it up and just snapped it with his left foot. I didn't actually think he was going to go for the goal, but it went straight over the goal umpire's head, and he's waved 2 flags, and thanks very much, Ben Lamb. You're on the scoreboard, son.
Yeah, I think Ben Lamb's the soccer recruit this year for Terrigal Avoca has had a fantastic year, and I think that might have helped him a little bit there with Al kicking around the corner like the soccer players do.
It was unbelievable.
And he's got a goal. So 1 goal to Baker, 1 goal to Lamb. How much would have they paid for a double, you reckon?
Well, there's the butcher, the baker. You just need the candlestick maker, Gaz.
Good one, mate. That's pretty clever. Yeah. Good work. Butcher's probably he's a Warners Bay player, but anyway, we'll throw him in there. It doesn't matter.
Put him in there.
We'll include anybody in there.
Anyway, 7-6 now on the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup scoreboard. Great start of the game.
Those good pictures, isn't it?
Very good pictures.
Yep. Really good work. Back in the centre of the ground. Down we go again. Terrigal Avoca by a point. Dawes gets a tap down. Lewis is going to be there, but Dawes goes straight after it himself. Coming out there is Flint, though. He's going to cut it off. And Flint for Terrigal Baker brings him back into attack. Polglaze there, up against Baker. Both hold their feet. Polglaze fends him off. Gets it back now to Jay Lewis. Lewis goes backwards inboards and finds a coach in Bishop. Bishop in the centre square. Handballs it off immediately. Comes back to Richardson. On the left boot he goes. Looking in there for Betson and Bailey. Good pressure, good work by Bailey. Forces Betson under the ball. Pete Van Dam's got the run in the pocket now. He looks to go back. Can he find Delahunty? No, he can't. Ball sits up there. Bit slippery. Picked up by McMahon. Back to Rudy. Who runs into Billings, but good work by the youngster. Able to brush off the other youngster. Back it comes now to O'Brien. In the centre wing, he spears it in. Looking for head. It's not going to get there. Betson! No, Goulet. Jono Goulet.
He took some great marks last week, and he's taken another one already today. That's fantastic work by Jono Goulet. His kicking let him down a little bit last week, but he actually came back with a good result at the end of the day. So he will need to make sure he's dead eye early in this game.
Key player today for Terrigal Avoca. Comes in about 30 metres out from goal. Strikes the ball. Looks pretty good. Goal number 2 to Terrigal Avoca. The first of the day to Jono Goulet. And the Panthers slip out to a 7-point lead.
Lovely work. He just leaned back on it nicely and caressed it through the goals, and the woohoos were going around the park before it even went through the big sticks. So Jono Goulet gets his first for the day. And, Terrigal Avoca just working their way back into it. Not through some stylish play that we're used to, just some hard work now. And that's what they need. Yeah,
but look, Jono Goulet certainly has been one of the big recruits of the year, along with Rick White.
And Richardson there, that kick from Richardson was really good. He just pushed it right through into his forelong with a beautiful long kick.
So anyway, got the emergency umpire out there. Not sure what he's doing out there.
Having a bit of a chat.
Yeah, don't know.
Not sure what's happening there, but he just wants to maybe get on Bar TV, guys. Maybe that's what it's all about.
That's what it is.
Want to thank all of our wonderful supporters who've been watching us this year on Bar TV. There's been some great numbers through, and we hope that continues through the final series. What are you making of this, Gaz? Something's
I reckon
happened?
It's probably an interchange infringement.
Interchange infringement.
Yep.
Controversy early in the game, the second semi-final. But anyway, whatever it is.
The free kick goes to Jacob Dawes.
We'll see if we can find out about that one in the break. But Jacob Dawes.
It's quite costly, whatever it is.
Straight back at him. Jacob Dawes gets his first, and Newcastle City second for the day. Very, very short-lived turnaround there for Terrigal Avoca. They still lead 13-12 on the Wilson Security scoreboard. Also want to thank our wonderful sponsors throughout the year. Wilson Security, of course, Prime 7, BLK, the Newcastle Herald, and, of course, Sports Coast Trophies and Embroidery.
Yeah, so good work there by Dawes. Once again, it was an interchange infringement, so certainly pay a big price there. And Dawes, first goal. Now, we've been playing 17 minutes, pretty even game so far.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, mate. It's really good finals football. Tight, in hard, some little glimpses of skills there, which both sides certainly possess, but just hard work. Hard work and pressure.
Yeah, goals are going to be hard to come by. Certainly got to make the most of your opportunities. So back in the centre of the ground, Jake Bateman's going to throw the ball into the turf. It's going to be Harper up against Dawes. Down it goes. Up they go. Dawes, good ruck work. Gets a tap down. But Harper's going to be the first one to get. Kicks it in forward 50. Looking there for Polglaze. Also there's Goulet. Can't take the mark. Then there is Baker. Gets a quick handball back to McMahon. Out it comes to Town. Back it comes to Josh Wheeler now. Gets on the right boot. Kicks in the direction out there. It's going to be 4 for Rudy. Coming back there now is Healy. He started very well. Comes back to Mitch Knight. Got the call back from Wilmot. He goes round in circles. Well done there by Mitch Knight. Summed the situation up nigh. It's going to go over the head of Delahunty in the direction of Cameron Keast. He's up against Jace Van Dam. Van Dam bumps him off and gets the ball. A right foot in there, looking in the direction of Head. Brushes off Lang. He goes one way, goes the other. Swings onto his left boot, spearing pass. Looking there for Flint. And Jared Flint takes the mark. Good play there by Tom Head.
Good composure, wasn't it, Gaz? He didn't waste it. He could have blazed away, but he just waited and waited. And Jared Flint presented himself very nicely, and he got hit right where he needed to be. And here he's lining up for a goal.
Jared Flint, 40 metres out from goal, on a slight angle. Strikes the ball. He puts the fist in the air, but I don't know why. He's helping the goal umpire out. It was only a point.
Yeah, unlucky there for Terrigal Avoca. They're only 2 points up, and but they are starting. You're just starting to feel a little bit of momentum heading towards Terrigal Avoca's way, and no doubt Chris Bishop will be out there. He's in with his troops, just marshalling them and saying, "Come on, boys, we're going to lift another level."
Poor defensive work there. No one on the mark there, so enable Bailey to come and probably pick up an extra 10 metres. Rawnsley just on the ground, tackled by Van Dam. Yeah.
Great to see Luke Rawnsley out there. We've missed a fair bit of him this year.
Yeah, the captain of the the Newcastle City side. He's had a very interrupted season. But it's good to see him back there. As Harper goes over the top now. Speaker Rawns, he's back in there now. He gets it real cool under pressure. The handball's not the best, so goes in the front of Goulet. Goes one way, goes the other, gets the handball over the top. In the direction they're coming out to meet it is James Polglade, but Baker's with him. Baker takes the ball and reaches the sanctuary of the boundary line. In the forward pocket, 10 metres around from the Terrigal Avoca goal. Currently leading by 2 points, 2-2-14 to 2 straight 12. Throwing their head coming over the back there with Stewart. Falls there for Polglade. He kicks it straight up. Not 15's a call. So Dawes says, I'll have another go. Taps in there. Rudy, the first one, gets it. He tackle. He drops the ball. Play on's a call. Tom Head picks it up. He shovels the ball out there now to Pete Van Dam. Good pressure. Rudy picks the head up. Probably got a high tackle there. But picked up there now. And City, they're going to have another ball up.
You just got to admire the work rate of the half-forward line of Terrigal Avoca. That ball has not really been in the City's forward line at all for about the last 5 to 6 minutes, apart from that one goal that was given to them from the start of play. But their work rate of defensive units from a forward pack is fantastic.
Yeah. Back it comes there now as Town gets it. Goes on the right. A good smother there by Goulet. Can he get the ball now? He's under the pressure to him again. Good pick up by Goulet. Gets a handball back to O'Brien. Gets a kick. Doesn't have the possession of it, but gets in there nicely. Lamb dropped what he should have taken. Opens the door for Rawnsley. Handball. The back it comes there now. Play on the call from Gibson. Back it comes Jace Van Dam now on the left boot. A spearing pass in there. Looking for Polglade and Head. They battle each other, but Polglade takes the mark and he's going to go back and be able to have a shot on goal.
Yeah, great work. It's pretty good when you've got two forwards both attacking the ball at the same time. So, yeah, good work there. And Terrigal Avoca could almost get their third now. He's good kick too, James Polglade.
Comes in, kicks from right on 45. Looks pretty good. Ball comes back nicely. And goal umpire Michael Livingston with the new boots puts the 2 fingers up. And that's goal number 3 for Terrigal Avoca.
Just as he was coming in, I said that I was hoping I didn't put the mocker on him, guys, but he didn't listen to me. He didn't put the caller's curse on him. Kicked truly, and James Polglade with his first for the day.
Good work there by Terrigal Avoca again. Good lead to Head and Polglade. Actually sort of got only got in each other's way, but they managed to handle that quite well.
Of course, Star 104.5 are another one of our major sponsors. We thank them for all the great work that they've done this year, Star 104.5.
Coming back there now, Joe Reedy picks it up. Tackled right in the centre circle. Handball back, it comes there in the direction of Gibson. He gets a hurry kick in there. Coming back there now. Good kick there by Smith. Kicks it in the direction the high flyers needed. Goulet's one of the high flyers. He's going to get a free kick there. Just the pressure he's actually applying at the moment there. Goulet, he gets a free kick inside the centre square. Kicking with the wind at the 8 of the wind at the moment is Terrigal Avoca. Not a great advantage. Maybe 1, maybe 2 goals at the most. The weather looks a bit overcast at the moment, though, Ivan.
Yeah, it does. And as I said, look, the worrying thing for City is that they're just not getting it past their half-forward line in the centre of the ground. It's just all Terrigal Avoca at the moment. Good
kick by Goulet. Is it going to make that disc? It's going to fall right in the square. Betson!
Oh, wow.
Good, strong mark. Good kick by Goulet, and Betson backing back into the pack and takes a strong contested mark, and that'll give his confidence a world of good.
Yeah, good mark. You'd have to question, though, where were the fists from the City defensive line? It was contested in the sense there was numbers. He walks in and kicks truly, and he liked that one too. He's fist pumped that one, but you'd have to ask, where were the big fists coming over the top? There were not too many of those. Bit scarce on the ground. So off we go again, and Terrigal Avoca are now starting to just dominate it this quarter, and that's where I said City would be worried that they're not getting it into their forward line, Gaz.
That's right, just allowing a big bloke like that to actually back. He didn't run at the ball. He actually was able to back into the pack. You need to have the big bloke there to just hold your ground and not allow him to get back in the contest. That was what was required there. He just back into it. The tallest bloke in the pack was able to put his arms up, and once he got his arms up, if no one's running at the ball, there's no one's going to be able to spoil that.
And you're in a final, mate. It's in the goal square. There should be guys just charging the pack and hitting the arms, hitting the ball, hitting whatever they can, but you can't let those marks go on like that.
Yeah, it's come up, going to be recalled. 23.5 minutes gone, first quarter, second semi-final. Terrigal Avoca, 4-2-26, 14 points to good over Newcastle City, 2 straight 12. The winner of this game progresses straight through to the grand final in a fortnight. The loser plays the winner of our next game, Killarney Vale and Cardiff, next Saturday here at number 1 Sports Ground. Comes back to Gillingham. He's tackled immediately there by Alistair Richardson. We're going to have another ball up in the centre circle. As up they go. Good knock by Dawes, but it's only going to go as far as Jace Van Dam, the skipper. Hurry kick on the right boot. Goes in the direction of Goulet. Goulet up against Lonnan. Goulet can't take the mark. Lonnan there gets it tackled there by Polglaze. Comes back there, picked up there now by Payne. Good pressure there from Terrigal Avoca. Payne gets it, goes to ground, gets a handball in just in the nick of time. Back it comes there to Baker. Baker picks up. He can't get it out. The pressure from Terrigal Avoca at the moment is really strong. Comes back to Flint. He gets a kicking. Inside the forward line goes Terrigal Avoca again. Throws back in there to Billings. Taps it over the top. Good work by Billings. Back to James Polglaze. He goes one way. Looking for a target up forward. No, he's done a couple of pirouettes.
No options.
And then retreats back to Jared Flint, and they'll start again. So Flint on the centre wing. He looks to go more direct through the centre of the ground. In the direction of Betson. Up against Bailey. Up they go. Good spoil by Bailey. Good work by Pat McMahon. Roves at pack. Handball was too slick for Bailey, however. Opens the door for Terrigal Avoca, but back it comes there to Healy. He's handball to Lang. Misses its target. They're under immense pressure, Newcastle City at the moment. John O'Gula, he's tackled there. Going to be a ball up.
They are working hard, City. They are under immense pressure, as you said, Gaz. The only thing that's missing for Terrigal Avoca is just some cleanliness in some of their disposals, but you know, they're just working as hard as City are. They're just looking a little bit mixed at the moment, Terrigal Avoca, but here's a free kick.
Going to go for a ruck infringement there for shepherding in the ruck, and that's going to go the way of Peter Van Dam. So he's going to line up from 20 metres out, looking for goal number 5, and that's, they're really starting to, like I said, apply the pressure at the moment, which is going to happen. They've only lost one game all year, Terrigal Avoca. So Newcastle City, but they'll have their turn. They just need to be able to withstand this. Pete Van Dam. 20 out from goal, 45-degree angle, comes in, ball strikes it, goes narrow on the narrow side.
That's a crucial miss.
Just through for behind. 15 points, approaching a quarter time.
That's a pretty big let-off there for the City boys. And as you said, guys, they've just got to hold this pressure. We're hitting the 25th minute mark now of this first quarter. There's not going to be too much time left. It's about 2 or 3 minutes left, I'd say. They need to make the most. Get it out of their back line, get it into their forward line.
Just sort of good little thing down here, Ivan. I'm just looking at Phil Lewis here. He's just actually spread the dust from one area of the window all over the rest of the window. So that's good. So now he can't see out of any of it, but that's all right. It'll come back to Richardson. Don't worry about Phil Lewis. It's Alistair Richardson. He's going to kick a goal. The half-back flanker recruit from AFL Sydney Club Pennant Hills, and they all get around him. They're excited by that.
They are around him. They came from all corners as well. But Alistair Richardson, he's got a magnificent kick on him. As I mentioned him about 10 minutes ago in the call, he can really get some length on his kick, and he did so right there. He drilled it, and when it went through, the boys were happy. They loved it. The Panthers are all over that. Yeah,
just talking to Chris Bishop after they played the last game here, and he just didn't know how he was going to get Alistair Richardson. He had a game plan to try and use his excellent kicking skills, just being able to get the ball enough to him to actually execute that, and they've obviously worked on that the last month. That was fantastic, you know. And Newcastle City going to need to be wary of when someone gets the ball around 50-55 out, that Richardson's not running past for that handball. But a good little break now for Terrigal Avoca.
It's a great thing to have in your squad, isn't it? A great bit of Arsenal where you got a player who can kick 55 comfortably. And he's certainly one of those.
Back we come. Ball goes down again. Borton there. No ruckman take, but Borton's able to pick it up on the bounce. Billings is in there. Also there. Good, strong work by Stewart, but he's tackled there, down there by Grantle. Back gets the ball, manages to come out there now to Kirkman. Kirkman on the left boot. Goes in there now. Bounces awkwardly for Baker, but Wilmot comes back there for City to give him a hand. He's pressured there by Polglaze. James Polglaze. Got him for a throw. Play on's a call. Yeah.
Is he going to hold? Yes, he's got
him for behind. Took advantage.
Bit unlucky there for Wilmot. He was trying to make the play. That last little possession was what killed him, but he was trying his hardest to inject himself into the game.
The kick comes out there now. Play on there for Reedy. And Reedy takes a mark on the half-back flank. Needed probably a steadier, I reckon, Newcastle City.
They do.
Well, definitely cannot allow another goal. Good mark by McMahon. Started the game really well. Pat McMahon, left boot in short, looking there for Wilmot.
Well, this is the problem, guys. They haven't been past this part of the ground for the last 20 minutes.
Well, Wilmot's going to try and fix that. Kicks in the direction there of Rawnsley, who's up forward. Over the back there. Good mark by Luke Rawnsley. And he'll play on quickly, looking in the direction. Josh Wheeler's now up forward. Goes in there, up against Josh Polglaze. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Running down there is Kirkman, also going in there quickly. Down there, when Gillingham might have been. It was Gillingham. Should have been a free kick, Phil says. Coming back there now to the centre wing. Back there now. Oh, that's an interesting handball by Riley Lang. Very interesting handball there.
What are we doing? Getting called back here?
No, it's a throw. Every day of the week.
Sorry, mate. I've got a lovely window space, but there's something right in front of me that's like a big post I can't see past. It's about 14 inches wide, and that just obscured my view there. Sorry,
Head
Gaz.
goes in there. That's all right, mate. No worries. That's what I was here to pick it up. Picked up there by Polglaze. Down it comes now to Baker. Baker out there to Gibson. Smothered by Goulet. Wilmot picks it up. Back it comes to Gibson to have another go. Handballs this time tonight. Back now to Town. Where's their next option? James Polglaze still hasn't got up from that last contest from Terrigal Avoca. Back it comes to Bailey. We're back where we start from. Deep in defence. A kick out there in the direction out there by Haswell. And Connor Haswell takes a mark. Half-back flanks. James Polglaze is up and running. Good news for Terrigal Avoca. Haswell there now, kicks around the centre wing. High flyer is Avers, also is Lewis. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Down to O'Brien, tackled there by Payne. O'Brien gets it there and manages to slip the ball over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Jay Lewis had eyes as big as dinner plates there. He thought he was going to get up on that one, and he just couldn't quite get the elevation he thought he was going to get.
Good throw in there. Outcome there now. Dawes gets a tap down there to Haswell. Drops the ball he should have taken there. Payne picks it up. Taken there by Smith. And Smith out of bounds there. Haswell didn't appreciate the treatment dished out there by Smith on Payne. But
good to see the young fella stepping up. He's had a good year, Connor Haswell.
He has. Come down there to Kirkman. Kirkman gets a hurry kick in there. Picked up by O'Brien. He loves it getting tough. Out it comes there to Goulet. Grendel's running side and Goulet handballs over the top. Billings under pressure from McMahon. Good tackle, Pat McMahon. And he forced it through for a behind.
Fantastic tackle. That was a goal for all money until Pat McMahon got him, because he could see the danger that was building, and well done, Pat McMahon.
So it was building. Goes in short now to Lonning. Looks in. Oh, that's not a very good kick, though. And the mark's going to be taken out there by Grendel. Short kick into Goulet. And Goulet's definitely not 15, he called. Comes on the right boot now. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. It might only went 10, but it doesn't matter because Jono Goulet's turned around and kicked his second.
Geez, that's a killer too for City, because there wouldn't be much time left on the clock now. We're ticked over 30 minutes in this first quarter. And Jono Goulet has really driven a really deep knife into the City guys now. And you actually wanted to go the other way. That's blown that scoreboard right out now. They've kicked the last 4 straight in the last about 15 minutes of play, Gaz.
Yeah, look, they're really dominating at the moment. As you said, they kicked the last 4. John O'Goulet's kicked 2, and they're winning the midfield battle without a doubt, just through the pressure. They've turned that pressure around, and if you get enough ball into their talented forward line. So, but just your likes of your O'Brien, your Kirkmans, your Billings, they're just working so hard off the ball as well. Keist into the ruck now for Newcastle City. Knight can't get it. Can they get a quick response, Newcastle? Haswell goes in there. Wheeler up against Polglaze. Wheeler can't take the mark. Good work by Josh Polglaze. And the siren has sounded to end the first quarter here in the second semi-final. And it's Terrigal Avoca, 6-5-41. Leading Newcastle City 2 straight 12.
Goal kickers for Newcastle City, Ian Baker with the first, which seems like an age ago now, and Jacob Dawes with one as well. For Terrigal Avoca, 1 goal to James Polglaze, Mitch Betson, Ben Lamb, Alistair Richardson, and 2 for Jono Goulet. Interesting quarter, Gaz. Took 5.5 minutes or thereabouts to get the first goal, but all of a sudden they came with a flurry at the end.
Yeah, look, they certainly did. It was just, it took a long time, as you said, to actually to hit the scoreboard. But at the end of the game, they really, really started to take control of it and show why they only lost the 1 game. And City now, quarter time, couldn't come quick enough. I can see there now their hierarchy just looking at it. And they just need to try and win some ball through the middle.
Yep.
It's going to be difficult to contain the forward line. So you really need to stop it before the ball gets in there. And if they can work on that, they'll have the advantage. Once again, keeping in mind, it was Terrigal Avoca who was kicking with the advantage of the win.
Yep.
You don't know what the win's like until both teams have a crack at it.
Well, they made a 29-point lead at quarter time. Look very, very handy. So we'll be back very soon at number 1 Sports Ground here at Newcastle for the second semi-final, second quarter, Terrigal Avoca versus Newcastle City.